Did the lease say you were allowed to have a pet?
It did not say, however, we did discuss it before I moved in. Apparently the person before I lived there had one that died also. You know, there was a group of people apparently that had lived there and it looked like somebody just literally got up and left. There was fridge, there was dining table, actually it wasn't even ours, couches.
So in other words, you moved into basically a furnished apartment, including the clothes of the deceased. Who picked the apartment?
LA Family Housing, I did not have a choice. We went to go look at it in November. There was still furniture, same thing, furniture, everything's still there, dishes, food in the fridge, everything. So we went ahead and moved in. Even though the lease did say the first, we did not move in the first. We moved in about the week of Christmas. It was not ready. It was still the same way. If I went to see it in November and we moved in mid-December, it should have been cleared out. It should have been cleared out anyways since this guy hung himself. So I just don't understand it. I don't see why there was always an excuse or why it was not even cleaned.
Let me pause you. Would you agree that she had to move into a premises with the belongings of a prior tenant?
No, Your Honor. When they came in to look, there was furniture that was from other apartments, and I asked her if she would like me to leave them since she didn't have any, and she said yes. So a dining table was left and like a TV stand.
Is that accurate, a dining table and TV stand?
No, there was more. There was a rack of clothes, there was dishes, there was trash. Actually, the team of the shelter that I was at, they had a team come in and actually help clean up the trash. We didn't even get new blinds. That's why there was blankets hung up on the window in one of my evidence.
Sir, if you actually gave them blinds, I'm sure you have a photograph that shows the blinds in the apartment.
There were blinds on the apartment.
Do you have pictures of that, sir?
I don't think so.
Do you have any photographs of how the premises looked when you first
I
moved in,
do.
or a video? I think you have a video. Does that show?
Video. This was in March, so we had already lived there, and then there was a huge leak. It was like raining in our kitchen, and then his excuse was the woman upstairs was overweight, and so when she would take a bath, the water would leak over, and I'm thinking like, that's weird.
So let me ask you, this is a photograph you're saying of the room that he left unpainted.
Yeah.
And this is how it was left.
We moved in like that.
Sir, is this true?
No, Your Honor.
So she just took this picture in contemplation a year down the road that she was going to sue you. She wanted to make sure she set it up like this?
That was prior to her moving in. There's a video showing the completed room.
What about this?
None of that was there.
Is this the table that you're referring to that was left there, the table
and
and
the
chairs?
couch. We kept the couch, actually. I did
You kept
keep
the couch. And this here?
That is where the fridge was. I did not want the fridge because it smelled disgusting and it had roaches in it.
The tenant that had been in that apartment prior lived there for almost 10 years, and he committed suicide and hung himself.
Maybe because he saw this dirt. Let me see your video. First the plaintiff's video, and then, sir, we'll see yours.
Oh my God. Oh no.
And that was it? That was just the kitchen?
I have a lot of videos actually, but I only had given one for the evidence.
This is what you're showing us, but you don't have anything to show us that when you fixed it up and you lived there, it looked better than that.
I do have
what you
some.
have,
If
sir.
you want, I can
There's
look at my
video
phone. It's not
evidence
with me.
of the way the apartment looked when I entered it.
Okay, we'll see when it comes up.
Marks everywhere, pencil writing, bedroom, bed, holes in walls, living room, furniture left in living room. Kitchen table has a couple dozen eggs, gallon of curdled milk, no refrigerator or stove, another gallon of milk that's curdled and exploding, all kinds of rotting food, flies everywhere, bags of food, and a whole sheet full of more food that's all rotting and molding.
So you left that stuff.
I didn't get a chance to go back in because he locked me out. So I couldn't get the food that I was going to throw out. I couldn't get the remaining of our furniture or that bed, you know, and actually
So your
it looks...
position is you were in the process of moving out and they prematurely locked you out and you could not remove some of the items that were still yours or clean it up completely.
Yes, because he had claimed he hadn't seen me, so he assumed that I just wasn't coming back, nor is it any of his business to go in my house,
When
my
were you
apartment.
paid up until the end of June?
Yes, actually, July 1st should have been my move out.